Okay guys, we're back out in the garage and I beat you out here. What do you think? I like it. I told Junior I gotta give him the center caps. I got the front center caps, and we gotta get lug nuts obviously for front. But I got the center caps for the front of this car. So that's no big deal. But this looks good. So let's see, the fender came from 7980 Spirit. Okay, the trim came from a Spirit, but it's the same thing. It's just written on it, and it says what it fits. I taped off the whole thing like I did the back, put it there, this screwing in, this screwing in, this screwing in, pulled it back off, took off all the tape, put this screw in, this screw in, this screw in, that screw in, that screw didn't line up. Great. I mean, it's done now. But, yeah, when it was all said and done, I marked it and re-drilled it. It was off by about 1/4 of an inch. So there was no fudging it. But yeah, good. I'm glad I didn't have to drill all 5 holes. So I think that looks good. So, nice. Like I said, this is 40-year-old. Yeah, you see even the other one, it flattens right here. The back ones do the same thing. They have a massive dip this way, and then when it comes to the center, it flattens and then redoes it. That's just the shape of the fender, obviously. I think they add a touch of class to the car. The more stainless we get on there, the better. So, that's not bad for 40-year-old shit. Good old USA. Okay, guys, this night is over. How did we do? I think we did good. I should have peeled the plastic up and waxed this fender also. So we got this one on. We buffed it the other night. And we got this on. Yeah. I waxed the fender. The area that you see, at least I didn't get the pillar up there. And that was it. I wiped the exhaust off. I didn't wax anything else. So, yeah, not looking too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So, fits well. That's always a good sign, right? It's always a good sign when the molding fits all the way around. So we still got some compound in the cracks back here. I got most of it out. Got to get in there with a little stuff. They sell stuff you spray in there and it rinses out. So, I will say, this car is not perfect, but this car is coming along pretty sweet. We do have to do the window things. This one isn't so bad. There's a slight little thing there run. This one isn't so bad. This one is. This one across the top, very, very rough. Then as you go down, it smooths out. So I'm not even sure what the front is. The front's smooth. So this is the main work right across there. I know there's plenty of clear on there. That was Junior's first car paint job, if anybody remembers. So. And he did quite well. I'm just going to say one thing. Nothing bad. This is to all the diehard fans that have stuck through and are sticking through. My video views are down in the toilet. That's the amount of time it's taken me to get the car together, and it's not a popular car. Whatever the reasons is, maybe I talk too much. Maybe I don't show what I do. Does not matter to me. But I just want to thank the diehard people that do tune in to see what is going on. It doesn't matter if you leave a comment. So like I said, I'm guilty of not leaving comments myself. We are on the turnaround phase of this car where it's actually coming together. You gotta understand, the car has a full interior in it. Well, minus the door panels and a couple odds and ends we have to put back. But so there's no restoration of the interior. I'm trying at this point to get this side of the car done, is what I'm trying to stick to at this point. So I want to look into the clips, see what I got for in here, maybe polish up those moldings, see what the deal is down in there. Might have to clean in there and just go in there with a brush. I think the moldings go to the edge, but just in case you see past it, you don't want to see white. No big deal to me. So yeah, I'm pleased. Like I said, if you build the car yourself, you always see all the flaws. If you have a car built, a lot of them you never see, believe it or not, because Like, I know some flaws in the engine compartment that I'll never see, or it take years for me to see. I'm still finding shit on my 68, and I got that car, what, 19 years? So, I like it. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad he could have it. And if you're not a wagon guy, you'll never understand. So there's just something about them. Wagons are cool. And I'm a wagon guy. The first car that was built by my family at my parents' house was a wagon. It was a 65 Le Mans or Tempest station wagon. I guess that would have been a Le Mans. I think it was a Le Mans wagon. That was the first one. The last car to be built in this town, because I'm still in the same town, I'm in a totally different house and different location. The last car to be built by my family in this town, because all my family's gone, is going to be a station wagon. And I think that's cool. Cool. If you would have asked me when I was 7 years old, what kind of car am I going to build? It would have been some big block Chevy. It would have been something with a big block in it, because everything around me had a big block. If you would have asked me when I was in my 20s, what am I going to build? It would have been some kind of Jeep, because I was deep into Jeeps. Had Jeeps everywhere. Love my Jeeps. Love my CJ5s. Early CJ5s. Actually pre-AMC. My favorites. 71 and older. He asked me in my 30s, it was still an AMC product, but it wouldn't have been a Jeep anymore. I would linger back, I would sway back and forth. Now that he asked me, now that I'm into my 50s, I don't have to answer the question. So, yeah, like I said, Junior loves it. And this thing's gonna be pretty cool. I wanted to have a cruise night by the end of the month. I don't know if that's gonna happen, at least not with panels missing on it. I don't care if the hood's missing, but the hatch, and I really don't want to just bolt it on in primer. So we're working on it. We got to get it out before the season's over. It has to drive to the next house, at least in my eyes, and move mobile. So it can't be a forgotten project. If something happens to me, this can't be that thing that never got finished and it laid in the barn for 40 years, and then the son was like, ah, the hell with it, and next thing you know, it's got chicken shit all over it and there's nothing left to it. It can't become that. So we are working every day, 12 to 14 hours a day, between regular work, this car, around the house, looking for a house, and things I can't mention. So that's 7 days a week. Unless, like this past Saturday, where I woke up late because I was out till, 1 in the morning looking at a house. Like I said, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Burning the candle at both ends. I'm just hoping one day I could put out one of the fires before the two wicks meet. So when the wicks meet, someone's finishing the cause. So I'm ready to take this thing out and stand on it. But I want to, not like, we've already done the down the block run. Car is registered and insured. I keep all my cars registered and insured in case something happens to the house, or someone breaks in, or whatever it is. I want to take it out. I want to bring this thing to the rev limiter in between gears and see what it's got. So we have the rev limiter set at $6 grand, just fine. I think the cam in this will travel there a little bit further. That's about it. So $6 grand is fine. It'll keep the rods in the motor. So, yeah. Okay, guys. I left the jack under it, but it's not on the jack. Jack is just touching the rear end. And as you can see, I've only been putting 2 lug nuts on. So if I want to do the mud flaps again, I don't want to deal with this again. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do next. Actually, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start buffing the side trim. I'm going to go in the house now and contact the AMC people to make sure I can have those. I ordered clips. I don't know if they're right or wrong. They look right, but they were just clips that said they would fit an AMC. I think I'm gonna go in the house and order the 2 side glasses, the back and the front windshield clips from an AMC guy, even if it costs me a couple dollars more, so I could just snap these moldings on once and not have to destroy the car to get them back off. So these side trims are in my car, so we have to work on the drip rail. Again, I want to polish it more than I did. It's aluminum. We removed the anodized, so it'll be polished aluminum. We are thinking about giving it a scuff and clear coating it. We're not 100% sure what we're going to do with that yet. Those moldings around there are stainless. As far as I know, there's nothing wrong with them, if I remember correctly.